name's Emily Scoones, and I'm a structural computational design engineer at Ramboll. And in my spare time, I'm also a director of the Eton Association. And today I'd like to introduce you to my slightly off-the-wall sport that I call my Playful City. So if I was to show you this wall outside of the context of this presentation, you may think it's just a wall. Maybe a wall of a chapel that just sort of sits there, maybe with some kind of structural implications. However, when I look at this wall, I see this. This is the wall at Eton College where boys used to line up ready for chapel, and in their boredom they would throw a ball up and play this game in and around the buttresses and the structure that was there. And that has become the sport that is now known as Eton Fives. Now, Eton Fives is not the only sport that has done this. There's a small sport in France where they play against this church wall, where if you hit the ball in the middle of the letterbox and the drain pipe and it dies, you win the point. There's other sort of implications of different wall types, where there's rugby and Winchester Fives, which are similar concepts of hitting a ball against a funny shaped wall, and also wall ball, which is actually an international sport, which simply takes a ball and you hit a ball against it, and they've codified it. So taking Eton Fives, because I played all of those sports, but my personal favourite is this one. It's a fast-paced game, which essentially is like squash with your hands, but taking some of the features of those the original side of the chapel to create these ledges and the buttresses, which you see here. It's a really great sport. And if you're not going to take my word for it, take the words of Roald Dahl, who was actually a very good player in his time. He said, "I loved it. It was a game without physical contact, and the quickness of the eye and the dancing of the feet were all that mattered." Now, we do have a slight problem with Eton Fives, is that a lot of the courts currently existing are in public schools. And this is something that the Eton Fives Association really wants to change, because the benefits, which I will explain later, are really great and is accessible to everyone. So I want to take you to the west of London, to the Westway flyover, where nestled underneath is the Westway Sports Centre. And there hosted the first 4 public Eton Fives courts in the country. And what has come out of them has been phenomenal. We now have some of the best players in the country coming from the local area. We have schools coming for sessions before school, during school, after school. We have clubs for local residents that now create 3 teams which play in all of the divisions of Eton Fives. It is also the home of UK wall ball, which is one of the sports that I explained earlier. Now, what is making these things so successful here? Well, first of all, once you have these courts, the game is so accessible. All you need is some gloves and a ball. It doesn't even have to be the exact wall. Anyone can play. We have people ranging from age 8 to 80 playing this game just for fun or for fitness, and some of them for the more competitive aspect. We've even got people with learning disabilities who are really taking on this sport and actually becoming really good players. But actually, this sport, both of them, are so much more than just sports. They create communities around them. The clubs that are surrounding the Westway and all around the country are really great communities where you meet great people, and it's a really friendly sport to be a part of. Part of this is because it's a sport without no referee. And obviously with all the funny ledges, there's the opportunity for people to play dodgy shots, let's say, or to get in the way of other people. But this sport, without the referee, promotes fair play, honesty, and good sportsmanship. And so it teaches people from any walk of life great moral values just from playing this sport. And it's really providing opportunities for everyone of all ages and from everywhere. So, if I have 2 points to say for the end of this conversation: 1, please try and build me some more Fives courts, because it's a really great sport. But if you can't build Fives courts, maybe look at the way that you're building. It's all similar to the previous presentation, how a wall can be so much more than just a division of space. Make it funky, build in a funny ledge, see what happens, see if someone comes along and throws a wall against it, and see if you're about to create a new game, who knows, Clapham Fives or Highgate Fives, that a sport that you didn't know is going to exist may come from a wall in your development. Thank you.